So why is this place called Legal Seafoods? Well, it was started by a couple of lawyers who went to law school, started practicing law, and decided they hated it. So what did they do? They said, let's open a restaurant. And they opened up a seafood restaurant here in Boston. And the place grew. It grew in popularity. Now they have 4 or 5 restaurants in Boston. They have at least one in DC. They have some in New York. They have them all over the place now. The restaurants were recently sold to a new group from the people who originally did it. I am actually looking forward to this. I first ate at Legal Seafoods down by the waterfront in Boston probably about 20 years ago, maybe even longer. And the reason I ate here was there was a magazine article in the Raub Report called the Millionaires article. And what it was if a millionaire ate, where could they eat the best of anything in the United States? And basically, the best lobster in the United States was at a place in Maine. But Legal Seafoods was listed as the second best place in the United States to have lobster. Now, that was back then. It's gone downhill a little bit since then, but the last time I ate here, the lobster was still really good. So I'm here to get myself some nice lobster. They also have some really good clam chowder, and of course, whatever they got for dessert. I'm hungry. We've been flying all day. We didn't eat at all. I'm ready to eat a big meal, and I'm gonna have a giant lobster and clam chowder and dessert and bread, and maybe Young will eat something too. Okay.
Sonoma Chardonnay 2020.
Yes. Perfect. That's good.
Are you thinking of starting with the salad soup tonight?
Yeah, we're going to start with a cup of clam chowder.
Absolutely.
I will anyway. And then the Bang Bang cauliflower and green beans.
Wonderful. And for your main course tonight?
She will have the grilled organic salmon.
Definitely.
And I will have the lobster.
Steamed or baked stuffed?
Steamed.
Both of your dishes come with 2 sides of your choice.
Okay.
Sides are listed on the bottom left hand of the menu. We have broccoli au gratin, steamed broccoli.
Gonna stay in this moment. Gonna lay here on the grass. I don't need to feel lonely. I am finally home at last.
Warm, rich. You can taste the clams. It's not too thick. It's got a lot of cream in it, but it doesn't have a lot of flour in it. So it's a really good clam chowder. There's a lot of clam juice in it, so it has a good, strong clam flavor. I like this one. This is a really good clam chowder. You know, Boston clam chowder is some of my favorite clam chowder, and it's very good here. Now, this is something unique to this restaurant. I haven't seen it anyplace else. It's called Bang Bang cauliflower. And it's a tempura cauliflower and green beans with a sweet and sour sauce. And sometimes you can pretend it's a Martian, see? And now I'm biting your head. The sauce on there is like a sweet and sour sauce, but it's got a little spice to it. So it's a spicy, I guess it's a sweet and sour and spicy sauce. It's very good. Tempura green beans, tempura cauliflower, green onions, sesame seeds, and your typical sweet, sour, and spicy sauce.
Many places where the beauty never ends.
See, who said you can't eat your veggies?
Different cities, friendly faces.
But,
Perhaps I'm going back. But I don't have to be chasing every dream that I have.
I don't eat lobster that often, so I'm not a pro at this. But I do love this stuff. Ah, they got a crack down the back here.
Show it to the camera.
The tail is always the easiest part to eat. And look at the size of this. Massive lobster tail. Now, here's the question. Do I really like the lobster or do I just like the butter? I don't know. I don't care. I like them together. They're good. Check this out. A couple of 100 years ago, lobster, nobody liked lobster. They just fed it to prisoners because it was easily available, and they would feed it to the prisoners. They would eat lobster every day, and the prisoners hated it. They hated getting nothing but lobster, and there was a big revolt, and they were complaining, you know, don't feed us this crap. Go ahead and feed us good food. Don't feed us lobster. Nowadays, somebody figured out you dip it in butter, it tastes really good. And now you know everybody likes lobster, and lobster is considered a luxury food. No prisoner gets lobster nowadays. I don't know. Offer me lobster, maybe I'll go to jail. Who knows?
Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why I'm always feeling homesick.
My food was also very good. I had organic grilled salmon. The portion was a pretty big size, and then cooked very nicely, and cooked inside and very juicy. And I saw it a little bit burned, but I don't mind it. The bottom was kind of black, but they kept the skin on, so it was tasty. But particularly, I really like the sauce on top with they cut parsley really small, chop the parsley and add olive oil and sea salt, and that make it taste really good. It's cooked really nicely. I really enjoyed it. French fry was very good too. French fry was good. Rice pilaf, that was very good. And overall was very good. Service was a little bit slow, not very enthusiastic. Maybe that's the Boston thing.
For dessert, I got key lime pie. I first tried key lime pie when I was 8 years old, and my family went down to the Florida Keys and we tried it. And I fell in love with it. I really like key lime pie. The problem is, all over the country, anytime anyone makes a lime pie nowadays, they tend to call it key lime pie. And it's not key lime pie unless they use key limes in it. Now, how are key limes different from regular limes? Key limes aren't green, they're yellow. Key lime pie is, like this one, a yellow pie. So if you get a green pie, it means it's either artificially colored or it's not key lime pie. So anyway, and if it's not a good key lime pie, I don't want anything to do with it. But if it is a good key lime pie, then I want it all. That's a key lime pie. That's good. I like it. All mine. You can't have any. Well, that was a pleasant dinner. Everything was good. Nothing was absolutely amazing, fantastic, except for the lobster. The lobster was amazing and fantastic. And one of the reasons the lobster at Legal Seafoods is so amazing and fantastic is that they have their own little area of the bay. They've sectioned it off. They put in only filtered seawater. The lobsters are then kept in there. They get to get rid of all the junk that they're holding from the ocean, all the pollution and stuff, and they're living in clean, filtered seawater, and the lobsters turn out to be really clean, really fresh, and this lobster was no exception to that. It was delicious. It was wonderful. It was certainly worth going. I would say the service we got was very average, nothing
Nothing
special. You know, in fact, I would say maybe even a
Yeah.
little below average.
Yeah.
But the food was good, and
Yeah.
the lobster was amazing.
Food was good.
I don't know.
Um,
Sometimes it's like you put them in front of a Red Sox game, and they're like, "Yeah!" So they are enthusiastic
Yeah,
about some things
yeah.
here.
The service a little bit slow, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. But food was like, I gave 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
But some of them.
The lobster was a 9.5 out of 10. Good though. The sweet and sour sauce was good. It had a little spice to it. The crunchiness of the
Yeah.
cauliflower and the crunchiness of the green beans. It was all tempura fried. It was good. You know.
Overall, good experience. It's good food.
Yeah.
But it's like not blown away good. It was
And not hugely expensive for the quality of food you're
Yeah.
getting. The dinner for the two of us was $127. That included the wine. And I thought that overall that was a good price for it.
Yeah.
And you're not coming here to do a fancy dinner.
Yeah.
You're coming here to have a nice meal. And your food's going to be good. And if you're getting lobster, the lobster's going to be great.
Yeah.
So definitely worthwhile, but not like, oh my God, go out of your way for it. This place, because it's in downtown Crossing, which is the downtown area of Boston and not over by the waterfront, instead of calling it Legal Seafoods, they call it Legal Crossing.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that actually threw us for a minute when we saw
Yeah.
the window in front of it and it said Legal Crossing rather than Legal Seafood. It's
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, I thought we were going to Legal Seafood.
Yeah.
This is the first time we ate here. When we ate at the Harborside location, the service there was very enthusiastic
Yeah.
and everything there was top notch.
Yeah.
Of course, when we ate there the last time, it was under the old ownership, so I don't know if that makes a difference.
Really good.
You want your lobster? You want some lobster? I'll give you some lobster.
Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you.